My name is Lisa Powers. I'm with the Washburn County Veterans Service Office here in Spooner. I'm the County Veterans Service Officer. At this time, I would like to introduce the Springbrook VFW Post 10568 to post the colors. Please stand.
Right.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome home, Vietnam veterans. Welcome guests. Welcome spouses and partners. We are the children of the greatest generation. We are the sons and daughters of those who fought and sacrificed and saved the world from fascism. We aspire to be such men and women. We are the ones who answered President Kennedy's call. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. We went, we served, and we returned, most of us. 58,300 did not return alive. Please observe a moment of silence to honor them, to remember those you knew and loved.
For those that are prisoners of war and missing in action, let's have a moment of silence for our special guest. Reflect with solemn reverence upon the valor of generation that has served with honor. We pay special tribute to the more than 3 million servicemen and women who left their families to serve bravely, a world away from everything they knew and everyone they loved. Throughout Vietnam, the countless villages all around, they pushed through jungles and rice paddies, heat and monsoon, fighting heroically to protect the ideals as we hold dear as Americans. Through more than a decade of combat, over air, land, sea, these proud Americans upheld the highest traditions of the armed forces. As a grateful nation, we honor more than 58,000 patriots, their names etched in black granite, who sacrificed all they had and all they ever knew. We draw inspiration from the heroes who suffered unspeakably as prisoners of war, yet who returned home with their heads held high. We pledge to keep faith with those who were wounded and still carry the scars of war, seen and or unseen. With more than 1,600 of our service members still among the missing, we pledge as a nation to do everything in our power to bring these patriots home. In the reflection of the was, we see the military family members and veterans who carry a pain they will never fade. May we find peace in knowing their loved ones endured not only in medals and memories, but in the hearts of all Americans who are forever grateful for their service, valor, and sacrifice. In recognition of a chapter of our nation's history that must never be forgotten, let us renew our sacred commitment to those who answered the country's call in Vietnam, and for those who awaited their safe return, and for those that served stateside in support of the war. The federal government has partnered with local governments, private organizations, and communities across America to participate in the commemoration of the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War. A program to honor and give thanks to a generation of proud Americans who saw our country through one of the most challenging missions we ever faced. While no words will ever be fully worthy of their sacrifice, nor any honor truly befitting their sacrifice, let us remember that it is never too late to pay special tribute to the men and women who answered the call of duty with courage and valor. Throughout this commemoration, let us strive to live up to their example by showing our Vietnam veterans and their families and all who have served to the fullest respect and support of a grateful nation. Thank you for your service. Introduced our guest speaker this afternoon is Mr. Lee Rigby, and I know he's probably going to get mad at me, but I took his picture off the wall. This is Lee, a proud
50 years ago.
Army
50
Army soldier, 18 years old in Vietnam. It's a rough, tough picture. We have it framed in our office. I just had to bring it. Here he was then, and here he is today, Mr. Lee Rigby.
And veteran came to mind, and I said, everybody said, there goes a veteran. That's a vet. But I've never really heard what the true definition of a veteran was. And I happened to come across this on the internet. I can't take credit for it. I'm not that smart. But a veteran is a person, regardless of whether they're active, reserve, discharged, retired, whatever. They were a person who at some time in their life wrote a blank check to the United States of America for the sum of and including their life, due upon demand. Okay? That's honor. That is honor. And somehow, so many people today don't understand that. They don't get it. They just don't understand what that means. And then coming back in 67, that was just a real eye-opener to come back to all of this hatred and all of this confusion and everything. So I was so thankful to be there in 1967. May no soldier ever be left alone or left behind, either on the combat field or especially at home. And the problem is we got too damn many veterans being left alone and being lost right here, okay? Right here in the United States. They're being left behind, but we wouldn't leave them behind in the field. That's wrong. It's wrong.
My reward through this all is seeing the folks that I was able to help get benefits, and that was so rewarding, so fulfilling. Nothing can replace it, except my beautiful wife of 45 years.
Over there. How about the crowd hiding in the back?
Gene Parker, U.S. Army.
Who else is hiding back there?
Just Neil.